This video is discussing the new moon in Taurus, May 19th, 2023, occurring at 8:53 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So do adjust the time for your own location. And just real quick, I spend the first 8 minutes of this video discussing the various themes, and what to expect, and a little bit about the astrology surrounding this new moon energy. And then I pick cards for each of the zodiac signs. I will have it labeled so you can skip to whatever your sign is if you don't want to watch the whole thing. And also, I want to mention that I do offer new moon readings where I look at your birth chart and determine where the energy is being activated, what is alive for you this month, what areas of your life, what planets are really affecting you especially, and as well as picking cards, doing a whole new moon spread. That is what is emerging for you, what needs to be released, what needs to be embraced this month, what do you aspire to, which is the same thing as like what's you living your best month look like, and what helps you get there and what gets in your way, and some advice. So if that sounds like something you would be interested in, or someone else that you know might be interested in, I will link my Calendly and also my website so that you can book a reading yourself. You can also reach out to me through Instagram, and I will link that too. It's at mystic_mod. And with that being said, I hope you enjoy this video. New moons are the time of the month where we set our intentions for the whole next lunar cycle, so for the whole next month, and they often have implications, they always actually have implications for the whole rest of the year as well, and especially this one because we have so many things happening in Taurus. We have the sun, the moon, Mercury, Uranus, Jupiter just moved in on Wednesday, and also the North Node it's in the very beginning degrees of Taurus as well. So this is really a time where the universe is emphasizing especially all things Taurus, all Taurian activities and themes and symbols, and it's really encouraging us to see where this activity is happening. So you look in your birth chart and see where is Taurus. So that will tell you which area of your life in particular the universe is asking you to focus on, but also asking you to address the Taurus themes in your life. How you are grounded and stable, money, finances, your possessions, how are they affecting your life? Do you have too many material possessions? Do you need to get rid of some? Is it affecting your comfort? Because comfort, sensuality, pleasure, just comfortability is also a Taurus theme, as well as security and stability, and also, of course, a connection to nature. Taurus really wants to just plow their own land and be chill and just grow good food and take care of themselves. Self-sufficiency is a huge, huge aspect of Taurus as well. They don't want to rely on anyone. They want to just do things their way, themselves. They don't want your help. And that's why it's on the opposite axis of Scorpio, because Scorpio likes to do things with other people. They feel like they get more done with other people. They find their power through shared resources, whereas Taurus really wants to have their own resources and get things done through their own resources. So that is a huge theme, thinking about where you can build more independence and stability and self-dependence and independence in your life. It does come right after the sign of Aries, and Aries is the ultimate independence, like me, my way, I'm doing this over there, I'm doing that. They're meeting life's challenges. They're the warriors and pioneers and going first and making things happen. And after lifetimes of that, it's Taurus just being like, I am tired of all that moving around and starting fights and pushing boundaries. I just want to do my thing, plow my land, and just be chill and enjoy the nice things in life. Sensuality, pleasure, good food, good drinks, Netflix and chill, just a beautiful day in nature by the beach alone. It's really about luxury almost. um, the Taurians are the Epicureans and the musicians and the poets. They really love arts and beauty. It's a sign of Venus. So it's really about enjoyment and pleasure and just enjoying the beautiful and wonderful things in life. So think about these themes. But I would say that especially this new moon is an excellent time to really work on practical manifestation practices that you might have around finances and money. Or material things. If you wanted to buy land and with your community and, tend to that and have that as your dream, this is the new moon to set that intention because of all the things that I just said about what Taurus represents. And also because Jupiter just moved into Taurus. So it's at that 0 degree point. Whatever Jupiter comes into, it expands, it blows it up, it makes it bigger. So if you are like really wanting to focus on your money, or growing your abundance in other ways, or yes, this is that time. Please use this energy. I really urge you to take advantage of this. This is a really huge time. So, what else? Nature. This is an amazing time to be outside and really just be in your body, feel your body, connect with nature, enjoy the flowers. Take some time off. If you've been running around like a crazy person or just feeling overwhelmed with lots of work, it's time to kind of dust your shoulders off and go dip in the river if you have one, or lake or whatever, or go find a tree and sit under it and just allow yourself to release. Another thing to be addressing is where in your life could you use more stability? Where are you feeling kind of shaky and off balance? This is the time to be creating our foundations that support our lives. So really thinking about that, looking at our financial outlays, creating budgets, learning about investing wisely, although it is a little unstable time to be investing considering everything else. We do also have Uranus here. But really figure out how you want to make money and how you want to spend it so that it's stable and it keeps providing for you and keeps growing in the long term. So that, and really taking that time to take care of yourselves. And finally, something that is also very squarely in the Taurian realm is our values, our self-worth. That is such a Venusian thing, and that absolutely has to do with that second house, which Taurus rules. So checking in with yourself, where are you feeling kind of shitty about yourself? Like where are you feeling like a little bummed out, and where can you offer yourself a little more compassion and healing in those areas? Or is there something that is holding you back from having a better self-image? Maybe there's a person that continuously puts you down or negs you, just kind of nitpicks you a little bit, or just kind of brings things up in weird ways that make you feel bad about yourself. Where can you love yourself more? That is so huge and such an important thing to think about. Self-love. Because when you love yourself, you're able to love other people more and more. But also your values. It's important to check in with our values because our values change over time. The values that you had as a teenager are not the values you have in your 20s. The values you have in your 20s are not the values you have in your 30s, and so on and so on. So it's good to be like, okay, what is important to me? What makes my life worth living? That is a huge question to ask. I know for me, it's discovery, it's presence and connection. So I know that if what I'm doing is not meeting these needs or these values, then it's not something that I want to be doing, So check in with yourself. Like, what is that for you? What makes your life worth living? And that way you can easily determine what activities and pursuits and events are worth your time and what aren't. It's also important to think about your body at this time. How are you feeling? How are you feeling in your body? Are you feeling full strength, full vitality? If you aren't, now would be a good time to rethink what you are putting into yourself. Maybe going more organic, more naturally. That is a Taurus thing. Like very much Taurus is about natural and growing their own food if you can, of course. But really paying attention to what you're putting in your body, especially if you eat a lot of processed food. Is there something that you could start to make yourself? Do you have a friend with a garden that you can get some food for them? I guess it's probably not time for harvesting yet, but it's something to think about for the future. Really paying attention to what you're putting in your body and thinking about how you can bring yourself back up to 100%, how to restore your own vitality. Do you have pains in your hips or knees or whatever? Or could you lose a little bit of weight? Or, how are you feeling? How can you make yourself feel sexy and full of life again and full of vigor? I think that's it for Taurus. So on to the tarot section. Okay, Aries. What is your new moon message for Aries? The Magician. This is about choosing a skill and going after it. The Magician, you see, he has the cup, the sword, the pentacle, and the wand. So he has all the skills, all the major or minor arcana elements. So it's just like he just needs to pick one up and use it. This is about taking action, like choosing whatever you have in front of you, assessing your options, and being like, I'm just going to pick one. We can often get stuck in our minds, like what is the best decision, and never make a choice. So this is really just about choosing something and taking action on it. Okay, Taurus, it's your month. The World. That's beautiful. So this is a major arcana card, and actually so is the Magician. So the World is the final card in the major arcana series. And what's interesting is actually the Magician is the number one. It's not the first card because the Fool is technically the first card, but it is the first card because it's number one. And so we had the first and the last here. So the World is about completion, it's about ending. And what is really interesting is that this is happening at the new moon's happening at 28 degrees 25 minutes, which is rounds up to 29 degrees. So it's basically in the final stages, it's wrapping something up. Last month we had this major concentration of energy in Aries, so now we have it all in Taurus. So I think that there's something that happened, especially in this eclipse, that is trying to wrap itself up, because this new moon is happening at those final degrees of Taurus, because we actually have the sun moving into Gemini like on Sunday, right? But we did just have Jupiter move right in to Taurus. We have the North Node at 4 degrees or 3 degrees as of the new moon in Taurus. So like there's like a really big, potent new beginnings, new ending, or old endings energy. So Taurus, like what is it that you have to wrap up, release, surrender in order to complete the cycle and move on to a new phase? All right, Gemini. Page of Cups. Well, Gemini, it is almost your season, and this is really about manifesting. I really think of the Page of Cups as manifesting your dreams and desires. I don't know if you can really tell, but those are pink clouds, so that has to do with fantasy, indulging in what inspires you, what gets you going, what gets your heart racing. What are you passionate about? Like really trying to make your dreams come true. You can see that there's a little fish in his cup, and so he manifested that. So this is really about like taking your dreams and trying to make something out of them and being endlessly curious about what you could be doing. Okay. Cancer. I'm not picking those up, just too many. Four of Pentacles. Okay, Cancer, this is very much about stability. It's about being strong and smart about your finances. See, he's got his pentacles beneath his feet and he's holding everything. This is about your security, and you're so good at being secure about things. It's hard to like get out of your shell a little bit. So I say that this is really focusing on your own finances and stability in your life. Where are you feeling a little out of control? And I would say especially this new moon is focusing on your foundation, probably financial and material especially. Again, look to your own birth chart and see where all this Taurus energy is happening in your chart, and use this message to help you curate your own intentions for this month. Okay, who do we have? Leo. Five of Pentacles reversed, Leo. So this is kind of coming in out from outside, in a heart sense. Upright, the Five of Pentacles is probably my least favorite card because it means financial woes, and also illness. It can also be rejection. So upside down like this, reversed, we see it as a healing. So you're healing a health crisis, you're healing a financial crisis, you're healing your wounds of rejection and rejoining community again. Perhaps you're mending a relationship with someone important in your life. So whatever it is, it's time to really think about your finances, your health, which are very Taurus themes, and how you can heal them and improve them. It's time, it's ready, you're ready, so let's work on it. And then we have Virgo. Virgo, what message? These cards are really big, so they keep popping out everywhere. These are beautiful cards made by my friend Jessica Lee Henry. She burned them into wood and painted over them, and I just love them. Lionsgate Tarot. All right, Virgo. The Moon. It's another major arcana card here. The Moon has to do with your shadows, yourself. It's just like really going deep and seeing what's in your subconscious, what is trying to be seen, what is coming through here that needs to be loved, transformed, healed, acknowledged, seen, integrated. There's been something that's been popping its head out at you recently, probably the last couple of weeks, and maybe you've been going through some emotional difficulty, and it's really just something that's trying to show you where it needs transformation. Pay attention to your dreams. Make sure no one is trying to take advantage of you. The Moon can also be that card of trickery as well. But really, this is telling me to really pay attention to your emotions. Wherever you're feeling restless or wherever you're having conflict, like that is the areas that you most need to focus on right now. Libra. Page of Pentacles. How perfect, Libra. So this is you getting curious about your finances or your goals. This is a time for you to be focused. He's got his little pentacle up in front of him, and he's focusing on it. He's being very diligent and focused and being curious. How can I take care of my finances? What goals do I need to be tending to right now? Very much this new moon is about setting those goals, and especially around your body and especially around your finances. So what are you, this is getting curious about what you need to be focusing on and how you can support yourself and grow that bank account and grow your material happiness in your physical body or your possessions, whatever it is. Scorpio. Scorpio. I always get a little nervous. It's my sign. All right, come on. All right, we're just going to pick one. The Hanged Man. So this is another major arcana card. The Hanged Man has to do with the planet Neptune. So where can we surrender? Where can we release? What habits are we hung up on? This is your hang-ups. But it's also just learning to surrender so you can actually get the goods out of life. This card, the depiction on it refers to Odin, the Norse god who hung from the tree of wisdom for, I think it was 9 days in this position so that he could gain the knowledge of the runes, which was the first written language. So this is just, sometimes you have to release control, surrender something so that you can get to the next thing. This is absolutely about transformation in a sense. It's like a mental transformation. It's also very meditative. Scorpios really love to be in control. They have strong opinions. So this is just being like, you know what? I'm not trying. I'm not forcing. I'm allowing, letting the universe show you where you need to go and not trying to force your own way. It's willingness instead of willfulness. Sagittarius. Six of Cups, Sagittarius. So this has to do with past. This is feelings of nostalgia. This is like reparations with old friends. Maybe you have your someone from your past coming into your life. Maybe you're making amends with a sibling that you have a rivalry with. Maybe you're sharing knowledge with someone younger than you. Maybe you're seeking the advice of an elder. Maybe you're visiting home. Taurus really does have to do with creating a lovely home. So maybe you're looking to your own home to help your feelings about home or the way that you felt as a child to inform your decisions about the home you're creating in the future. Really, this is just such a beautiful card. It's like balance and harmony. All sixes are balancing cards and harmony cards. So this is, to me, it's just about enjoying and offering compassion and love and forgiveness to people who may have offended you, and also asking for forgiveness from the people that you might have offended in the past. I always get a really strong reparations feeling from this card. So I think it's going to be a lovely month for you. All right, Capricorn. We have the Four of Wands. So this is a stable and happy home. It's also celebrating the small things in life. Maybe there's a wedding. Maybe you're getting married. Maybe someone you love is getting married. And there's something to celebrate on the horizon. This is also tending to the foundation, the four corners of your home. What is needing to be addressed? Do you have too many things? Do you need to do some spring cleaning? Do you need to paint the walls? Is there a mold issue somewhere? I hope not. I really hope not. Maybe it's time to get in the garden. Maybe it's time to expand the garden. There's something to do with home and the stability of your home and the foundation of your home. It could even have to do with the people. This could be also have to do with the way that you're pointing your energy because it is the wands. So how can you direct your energy to support a happy and loving home at this time? Okay. Aquarius, then Pisces, then we're done. Okay, Aquarius. The Devil reversed, breaking your chains or being really held down by them. That's the thing about the reverse cards. It could mean the opposite, or it could be really emphasizing the point. I'm going to go with breaking your chains. There is something that's been really holding you back, and this is the Capricorn card. It's related to Saturn, and that's one of your co-rulers, but so is Uranus. Uranus is the other one. So it's really like, where can you break free and demolish something that's just been like holding you back? It could be a relationship, it could be your job, it could be even your destructive self habits. It could be some sort of addiction. Something is keeping you from being the best version of yourself, Aquarius, and it's absolutely time to release those chains, throw them off, burn them to the ground, get rid of them. Really look at do you stand for? Are the things in your life supporting what you stand for, or are they getting in your way? You, of all the signs, have to do your own thing. It's really unhealthy for you to do things that are people pleasy. For you, it's like Aquarius really needs to do their own thing, shine their crazy light. It's what's good for the world, without the weirdo geniuses of Aquarius creating things like electricity. Like, think about the the person that invented electricity. Like, people weren't like, oh wow, that's cool, that's going to be life changing. They're like, you're crazy. Like, we don't hang out with that weirdo and this electricity. You know, that's Aquarius. It's like you've got the long-term vision that we need, because all the rest of us are just playing little down here and we don't see the big picture, and you do. So if you've got something that's keeping you from your grandiose ideas and transforming the whole world, then it's time for you to get rid of it. You know what? I didn't even say it. Pisces. Pisces. Nine of Swords reverse. Pisces, there has been something that has been burdening you. There is something that has been keeping you up at night. There is something that's been dominating your mind, your energy, and that is not who you are. Pisces is about the collective. We need you. We need your love. You're the cosmic swirl. You're the bright light in the sky that helps and heals everyone around you. Whatever this burden is, it's time to let those swords fall right out of you. If it's something that you can't control, then the only thing that you can control is your mind. Really focusing on your prayers, Pisces needs a connection to spirit. So if you don't have a prayer practice, now is a good time to start. Incorporate that Taurus energy by, going out to the earth and praying to Mother Earth, to the water, to the sky, to the heavens, to spirit, to help you out of whatever bind this is. A meditation practice, because most of the stuff that we worry about actually never comes to pass, or worrying doesn't help. Either we're taking action on something or we're not. So now's the time for you to figure out how you can get out of this situation, create more stability, emotional, mental, any stability in your life. Release whatever is bothering you, or find a way to not let it get to you, to release the actual tension, to release the actual anxiety of it. And like I said, a prayer practice I cannot recommend to you more because it's such an important thing for you as a Pisces. Well, that is it, friends. I hope that this was helpful to you or for you. I do offer new moon readings where we look at your birth chart and see where the energy is concentrating, how it's going to affect your life, what planets are especially being affected in your life, and how you can work with that energy, and also do a full moon spread looking at what is emerging for you, what is needing to be released, what is needing to be embraced this month, what do you aspire to, what is you doing your best this month look like, and what helps you get there, and what gets in the way of that, and some advice cards. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, please hit me up. I will link my Calendly and my website where you can book a reading there. I also have Instagram and I do a lot more posts there because it's easier. It's at mystic_mod. I will link that in the bio too. Please, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I hope this was helpful. I hope that you liked it and you do like it. I hope you share it with someone who could use this, and have a beautiful day.